submarines that I'm supposed to be hunting down. A lone tango is not a wolf pack. A wolf tango... So, yeah, as it say, he has friends. We know he has friends. Now, I imagine Whale Buddy isn't his friend, and I'm about 99% sure that that contact's audio profile was most definitely a blue whale. Given the amount of time we just spent hanging out with a whale, yeah. But now the question is, how long do we have before this guy pulls a crazy Ivan and attacks us? Because we are most definitely shadowing him at this point. Our solution percentage is up to 53%. But now it's up to 54%. I don't want to take a shot until we have a firm contact, simply on account of the fact that if I have a torpedo fired, let's say he's actually at, like, say, 6,000 yards, and they're reading him at 12 because he's being really quiet, or 11 because he's being really quiet, then where's the layer? Okay, let me pull up conditions for you. The layer is a very weak layer, so arguably irrelevant, and at 186 feet. He is right around 500 feet, I'm sitting at 600 feet. The ocean's ambient noise is 84 decibels, so the ocean is pretty quiet. Not as quiet as it was last time. When I had to trail the whale, it was at 75 decibels, which was like bloody silent. But 84 knots is good enough that I should have decent acquisitions. The only problem is this guy shouldn't be alone. And the fact that so far we haven't picked up anybody else has got me concerned. It just means we're going to engage him and then go rabbit. Or more correctly, when we engage him, we're going to then proceed to dive above the layer. So we're actually going to climb up probably to periscope depth at ultra quiet until we have decent acquisitions of additional targets, if indeed there are even additional targets. Okay, so now we have a course. We have a course, we have a speed, we have a range, and the solution percentage is up to 63%. He may be the flak guy or not, yeah. No, see, that's the problem. We're up to 64% acquisition on him, and so far sonar has yet to ID any other even possible contacts. Which, now, the U.S. Navy intel could be dead wrong. It may have just been a lone tango who was going to transit out to attack North Atlantic convoys. That's not impossible. Unlikely, but not impossible. We are on realistic difficulty, so it's one of the higher ones. Not like the unbelievable, they know where you are all the time, but like, you know, realistic. So we're up to 69% solution. I'm thinking we might want to consider taking a shot. This chat's been the most active I've ever had, so, alright, people, what do we think? Yeah. Alright, now we're up to 73% solution. So I'm starting to think if there were any other contacts out here, we might have picked them up already. That's the one advantage of being an ultra quiet, is that then I can run out the towed array, and that just gives me one more set of acoustic sensors out there. Well, if I kill him, I know for a fact his buddies are going to turn around and come investigate and try to figure out who the heck killed him. So if we kill him and then we hang out in the area, it should draw back in any submarines. We're up to 76% acquisition. And we're just sitting in this guy's baffle, so he has no clue we're here. At all. So we could probably fire a torpedo, and he may or may not hear it. Because at 8 knots, he does not have his towed array out. You have to be at 5 knots or under before a towed array is really good. That's true. That's very true. We're up to 83% solution, and the range, we are closing on him. Very slowly, but we are closing on him. Solution's improving, the range is getting a little bit closer. This is going to be a very interesting shot no matter what we do. I'm wondering how high does this have to get before the game will start rendering him as, oh, there he is, 95%. We got him locked up and dead to rights. Okay.
Come left to 018, helm I.
Alright, adjusting sub. Passive homing warhead. At current depth. That'll be fine, it'll find him. Alright. Target acquisition. Firing. Down. Bearing.
Con, helm, steady course.
018. Range to enable. 5,000 yards. Fire 2.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
You know, we're betting that he even
Con,
noticed.
sonar, launch
There it
transient
is.
from Sierra
Hi,
1.
friends. Okay, time to go.
Con, sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
You ready to play ballerina? Well, he knows we're here, so that torpedo just run active.
Con, passing 700 feet. Passing 800 feet.
We want to get below his torpedo cones. And we want to do
Passing
so
900 feet.
rapidly.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra.
Passing 1,000 feet.
Yeah, we just straight up lost the contact on him.
Passing 1,100
Since
feet.
he's hammering away on active, we lost the contact. That's a
Passing
good sign.
1,200 feet.
Up on the plane so we can even out. There we go.
Passing 1,300 feet.
I trust the Mark 48 a lot, being on depth with him a lot more than I trust his weapons. But at the same time, it'll be interesting to see what distance his weapons have to go to enable, because if I can get on his side of those weapons before they enable, they will not be able to find me. Which is kind of what I'm betting on right now. I'm betting that I can get on the other side of those torpedoes before they enable. Otherwise, we may have a problem.
Con, sonar, noisemaker, bearing 007.
Well, there's a noisemaker, so he's definitely playing evasion right now. We're reloading to 1. There goes his torpedoes over the top. Actually, don't know if they've enabled or not yet. Well, they're not coming down to kill me, so that's a plus. That sounds like a weapon enabling.
Con, maneuvering, making turns
Is that
for
my weapon
2,
enabling?
5 knots.
It might be my weapon enabling, because where are his torpedoes? That's never a good question to ask. Okay, there's his torpedo. It looks like I managed to get on his side of them before the weapon's armed.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
We're gonna go rabbit at this point. Or not rabbit, what's the word I'm looking for?
Con,
Speed
sonar,
up.
regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 358. Come right to 053. Helm high.
Playing possum or something like that. You know, the small animal that balls up and pretends to be dead. Okay, so I think our weapon has him. It's hard to tell from here. Null all rates. His weapons are behind us at this point. It sounds like our weapon's getting into acquisition. If nothing else, that man is definitely definitely dodging for his life, what's left of it. Yeah, so he does not have us on passive. Gopher? Yeah, Gopher works. I'm just seriously nervous
Con,
about our
sonar,
weapon
noisemaker, bearing 344.
coming around and deciding to come find us. Because we don't have the wire. That Mark 48 is just as hostile as anything else. We're going to release the ship from ultra quiet so we can finish reloading tube 1. But otherwise, we're just waiting for better acquisition on the Tango so that he re-renders. There he is! So he's cavitating too. So he's done. That weapon, it looks like that weapon's got him.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
It's a little early to call, but it definitely looks like that weapon's got him.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 334. Contact breaking up.
Okay. I think we got him. And if nothing else, if he has any friends, they most definitely heard that, and they're most definitely in the air. They're both
Rig ship
definitely
for
in
ultra
the
quiet.
So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go across his wreck
Come left to 331. Helm
at
high.
ultra quiet and just just keep our ears out and see what our sonar guys can pick up. If there's anything else out here. There's weapons out here. Supposedly there aren't any ships, though. So he might have been operating alone. That may have been the target, I don't know. Either that or this was a very well done ruse, and the rest of them are going by in between Iceland and Greenland. decent contact on that whale. Yeah, that is definitely a blue whale. Not even a question about it. So, no need to engage a whale, buddy. They have done enough good things for us. All right, let's go ahead and do some time compression. At this point,
Con, helm, steady course.
we're just going to kind of let his weapons go and run out. And otherwise, we're just going to kind of sit and listen for a little while and see what we hear. Also, we're going to come up to 500 feet.
Make depth 500 feet. Dive high.
Because there's no reason to be that deep if we're looking for targets. Actually, at that deep, our sonar might not even pick up targets because of their own arcs. So we're going to come up to 500 feet and see what we hear. Alright, we're going to do a baffle clearing
Con,
maneuver.
dive.
Come left to 225. Helm aye.
Alright, it looks like the baffle's
Con,
clear.
helm, steady course.
So bring us up to
Make depth
PD.
5 feet. Dive high.
So we're going to get above the layer and look up there for a bit. And turn
Come right
north.
to 000. Helm aye.
Clear out the baffles again. That blue whale wants nothing to do with us, that's fine. Do we have any other sonar contacts? No.
Con, helm, steady course.
Okay, let's kick off time compression for a second. Let's go ahead and
Raise the ESM mast.
up ESM, up scope, see if they pick up anything. Holy crap, there's definitely something out there. According to this anyway. Or at least there's a lot of ESM traffic. Although, from what is beyond me? Distress call, maybe? Some of the Tango's crew escaped. Whatever it is, it can see our scopes. Alright, so starting at 0. Yeah, but this is
Downscope.
the thing is, this is not a radio antenna, it's just an ESM mast, so it picks up any electronic signatures. Now, I have no idea what's pinging out that, so
Raise the radar mast.
we're going to put up our radar for a little bit and see if it sees anything. It doesn't say right now, it's just giving me the detection threshold. Otherwise, yeah, no, in actuality, you'd be able to tell. But I think it's also partially because that's the UK. We may a lot of this ESM traffic might just be coming off of that. Or there's a very good chance of that anyway. I'm not seeing anything on the radio.
Lower the
antennas.
ESM mast.
Yeah, it's saying everything's knocked out, so... Nope, there were two more submarines. There's a Foxtrot and a Whiskey that just never showed up. Yep, nope. We missed the important ones. Be more aggressive. Yeah, okay. We killed the big threat, but... apparently that doesn't work. So I was looking for one of the other ones. That's true. It's not nearby detected. Yeah, that was unfortunate. These enemy cruise missile submarines have conducted dispatchable operations against NATO comrades in the North Atlantic will not be attempted. Okay, so that was basically, okay, you missed them on the way out, pick them up on the way in. Okay. That was odd. I probably should have gone active with the sonar, in retrospect. But... so we know they're coming back in, we just don't know where. Is it them? No, those guys are patrolling. So they know that there's nuclear subs coming in. We just don't know which way they're coming in from. We know they're coming back in to resupply. So, yeah. Oh, there they go, there they go, there they go. Okay, so I'm betting they're going to come up and we're going to intercept them in the Norwegian Sea someplace. Got him on the intercept. Bearing 34 degrees. Close to 15,000 yards.
Cons.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar bearing 34, designated Sierra 1. Okay.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 351. Designated Sierra 2.
Charlie 1 SSN, that would be the
Con
cruise
sonar,
missile.
new contact bearing 005. Designated Sierra 3.
What are you? What are you, actually? Sierra 2, buddy, what are you, bud? You know, it might be a Foxtrot, but right around the 400 band looks wrong. And the Romeo, it's too low.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 036. Designated Sierra 4.
It might very well be a merchantman they're using as a hat.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as
We knew that they were
merchant.
coming in to resupply.
Con sonar, Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
Yes, the Charlie class is a nuke, which is why I'm perfectly happy killing it. The ocean's like silent, but there's a lot of contacts.
Come right to 018.
And we also know
LI.
that we're out here hunting Russian submarines coming in from the North Atlantic that are coming in to resupply. Well, I see 2 merchantmen. Merchants are good for resupplying submarines. They may be trying to do it at sea. Now, NATO intel did say that he's trying to get back to Murmansk to resupply. However, we've already seen so far that, yeah. Charlie is a nuke. It's also a guided missile boat. It suffice to say it's an anti-convoy piece of garbage that needs to die. So we're going to come up to PD and see what the heck is going on with this. And we're going to kill ourselves at Charlie. Because that is a spectacular thing. Even if it's only a Charlie 1. One less Russian missile sub is one less Russian missile sub. I'm sure no one will complain about it being gone other than, you know, the Russians. Which is helpful. Alright, so we were at PD.
Raise the ESM mast.
ESM, up scope.
Con, helm, steady course.
Let's write down the 5 line. Either that or I seriously misidentified these guys and they're actually submarines. See, normally I'd say I did misidentify these guys, except for I'm actually getting a sonar, ESM return over there. Whatever it is, they're not on the
Downscope.
surface. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I misidentified these, and these are actually submarines. Now, as to what they are, I don't know. But our target is the Charlie. Because we're out here hunting cruise missile boats, and the Charlie is a cruise missile boat. Meantime, I'm just going to let ESM do its job. Because that would claim it's a surface ship, which would make sense, except for the lines don't line up perfect. It would suck if it was an Oscar. It might be Foxtrots. Oh boy. Well, no reason to leave our ESM.
Lower the ESM mast.
First objective is kill the Charlie. If you have an idea of his depth is down about 400, so we're gonna go down to about
Make depth
400.
400 feet. Dive by.
And we're gonna go ahead and tap
Come
across
left
these
to
guys
339. Helm I.
and see if our towed array, in culmination with our passive sensors, is going to be adequate to at least either have the sonar guys re-ID those other ships and be like, no, you're a dumbass, this is what they are, or else get me a better lockup on the Charlie. Because right now we're up to 43%.